We are doing what, I don't even know what we're calling it. Questions by AI.
We're doing that. We're doing a lesbian sweet and spicy Q&A. Oh, I'm so excited. I love sweet and spicy things.
And I have no idea
Like
what
you.
the questions are. Yeah.
So we asked our good bestie, Chatty. I love ChatGPT. Fun fact, she introduced it to me first and I was like, I don't want to use that. Like, I don't want to become like a person who doesn't use their brain cells. And now I don't use my brain cells. I ask Chatty everything. And that's my homegirl. So we, it's the homie. We asked it a few questions, or her a few questions, and yeah, she's gonna give us the questions. How do I say that? We put in a...
We told it to ask... We told Chatty to give us questions to answer for y'all on YouTube and ask each other.
Yeah, and she hasn't looked at the questions, so this is gonna be great. So let's get right on into it, yeah?
Okay,
we'll start. For some of you guys who like already know us, you may already know some of these answers, but for the newbies, this is for you. Okay, who made the first move?
Are you asking me, or we're just telling them, I guess?
Yeah, we're just telling them.
I made the first move.
Which is just so crazy, like, because I'm usually the one to make the first move. But yeah, it was me. It was girl. Okay, what was your first impression?
You know, that's it? We don't want to go into depth?
Oh, I mean, yeah, sure.
I made the first move in Miami, Florida. If you've ever been to Miami, you know what happens in Miami stays in Miami, but we made it out of the city.
Yeah, we made it out of the city. Are we city girls?
No. We're
okay.
homebody girls.
Okay. Yeah, I'm proud of you for making the first move, you know? I would not have expected that out of you.
So, if I never did, would you have done it?
I don't know. I guess we'll never know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
She didn't want to meet the love of her life, I guess.
I did. I feel like everything is divine timing and it was supposed to happen. So
then yes, you would have.
Or maybe I wouldn't have, and then like we would have just been hanging out on your couch one day watching the movie, and then you would have made a move again. I would have made the move.
I highly doubt that, yeah.
You would have made the move?
No, Miami was the time for me.
Oh my God. Well, I'm glad Miami happened then. All right, next question. What was your first impression of each other? My first impression of Chloe Bailey was, yeah, she looks like Chloe Bailey and she is beautiful. She has a great smile, but she also has some great assets. Peach.
Somebody point me to the best.
you told me to do that.
Okay. My first impression of her is that she was literally insane.
I thought you said I was a lesbian.
Yeah, that too.
No, actually, you said you didn't think
I
that.
didn't know. It's not that I didn't know you were a lesbian. It's just back then, I never really thought about anybody's sexuality like that. So I was never like, oh, they're gay, they're straight, they're
You
whatever.
just thought everyone was straight?
I guess so, but like not really. I just didn't think about it. It wasn't a thought that there were other possibilities, I guess. So it was just like, oh, everyone is just living their life.
Yeah.
So yeah, she started freestyling about girls. I thought she said guys, but I guess not. But she may have, honestly. She would say anything.
Yeah.
So then I was like, oh. So I thought she was crazy when I first met her.
Yeah.
And she still is.
Yeah. All right, next question. Who says I love you more?
More?
Yeah.
It's a tie.
I kind of feel like it's you.
Really?
I think so.
So I love you more?
No, I think you say it more. So who says it more? I think you say it more.
I love you more.
I love you more. have
You think I do?
I think you say it more, yeah.
Probably, because I always miss you because you leave me.
Well, I always miss you when I leave you.
And I leave you.
out.
What?
Kick me out.
Okay.
Bye-bye. She is a Libra and she needs her alone time, and I'm a Pisces and I'm very clingy, and if I could be under her all day I would. So I'm super grateful that she is the opposite, because then we get nothing done. But
your makeup looks so good.
yours too. See what it's like dating a girl. They just notice things.
They just know. They just know.
Okay, what's your biggest pet peeve about each other?
The first one that came to mind, I'm really bad with picking like biggest and favorites, so I always just say the first thing.
Okay.
So the first thing that comes to mind is that you get obsessed with something and then disregard it 2 days later. She literally was obsessed with this tea that we tried, and so she's like, oh, I love it so much, I'm gonna eat it every day, drink it every day, da, 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 da. So I literally bought her 3 boxes worth of tea. She did not even get through the first box before she was tired of it.
Yeah.
So I vowed to myself to never do that again. She gets 2 at a time.
No, I plead the fifth.
Okay. What's yours?
I just love things. Can I just love things? I love you.
What's the answer to yours?
I don't have a pet peeve.
That's so not true.
Let me think. Something that you do,
Yeah.
that I get annoyed about.
I have one for you in
You
my
can't
head.
help it though when you get overwhelmed.
You get annoyed that I get overwhelmed?
Not annoyed. I'm just like, oh my god, I don't want to get overwhelmed. It's
That's not a pet
It's gonna be
peeve.
okay. Okay, pet peeve, something that you do. Not wash the dishes right
Yeah.
away.
That's
that's
the only
like-
thing that came to my
I'll
head.
just do it. It's fine. I'm just like, whatever. I'll do it.
So there's not a single thing that I do that you're just like, I hate when she does that. And it's like, it could be the smallest thing ever.
I hate when you don't scratch my mosquito bites.
Raquel.
I love when she does it, and she doesn't do it a lot.
What's the next question?
Guys, I don't really know. I'll just say the dishes thing for now.
Yeah.
If I think of something else, then I'll just say it. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. What's one thing you've learned from being in a queer relationship?
That I'll never date a man again.
One thing I've learned is, I mean, as I've grown older, I've learned that you should be soft, and I am the softest one in the relationship, but I feel like sometimes I can be a little bit harsh, like in Brazil, she had a little meltdown.
What the helly?
Story time!
Okay, basically, in Brazil, we went and we did a main attraction, a lot of tourists, a lot of people everywhere. And obviously, she cared about the steps way more than I did. I did not care about the steps. Because it's in a famous music video.
Pharrell, Snoop Dogg.
And so obviously we're taking pictures, you know, so she took her pictures and I was snapping. She was like, get far and get close. So that's what I was doing. And then she questioned me in the middle of doing what she just told me to do. And so I was getting annoyed because I was like, girl, I'm doing what you just told me to. And then she wanted us to switch, but I was trying to show her pictures like we normally do most of the time. And she got mad that I didn't immediately go sit down where she was sitting instead of showing her pictures because other people were going to sit there. Right? Am I right so far?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. And so she had a bad attitude with me, and
I wouldn't say bad attitude.
I would. And I started crying, and then she was like, well, what do you want me to do? That's how she approached me crying.
That is not true.
What's not true?
I didn't say, so what do you want me to do? That's not the first thing I said.
That's not the first, okay.
Okay, right.
That's not the first thing you said.
Right.
But I walked away because I needed space, and then she came where I was.
I gave her space for a while, and I had someone else take the rest of my photos, and then I went back to check on her, and then...
What do you want me to do?
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I said, are you ready to take your pictures now? Do you want some photos? And you were still like quiet. And then you were like, I don't like the way you talk to me. And then we talked about it. And then,
you said, what do you want me to do?
Yeah. Like,
right.
What else do you want me to do? Do you want me to leave you alone?
That's not how you said it, darling.
What else do you want me to do?
You said, well, what do you want me to do?
No.
Yes, you did. We're going to start recording all of our conversations. Every single conversation. So every time that I have attitude or she has an attitude, we can play it back and be like, it's right there.
I would love that because sometimes I don't notice, but I really felt like I was like, so what do you want me to do? Do you want me to take your pictures? Do you want me to, like, what do you want me to do? How can we fix this?
And I wanted her to get out of my face.
And I did. I got out of her face. And she just wanted me to be sweet and apologize to her, and I did. And later she said that I broke her heart, and that broke mine.
Okay.
Okay, next question. I figured out the pet peeve. That's it. When you go slow. When you go slow.
And she goes too fast.
Next question. Do you like this one? Have you ever had a crush on the same girl?
Yeah, we have.
Who? Oh! I can hear that.
Slow, mute that out.
Yeah, we actually have. And at first, I don't know if she thought she was cute or not. She didn't know her, but you want to say it?
No.
Oh, okay, yeah. She didn't know her, and then she met her, and then she was like, okay, fine, yeah, she's hot.
Yeah.
And yeah. So yes.
Basically, this story is that Raquel has been friends with this girl for years, and I had never met her before. She didn't live here, and Raquel kept talking about how hot and fine she was, and then left me to go hang out with her in the state that she lives in. And I was like, girl, that does not sit right with me. You can't go on about how fine someone is and then hang out with them. Hello? What's going on?
I just feel like women in general are beautiful, and I'm gonna say they're beautiful, hot, sexy, fine. That doesn't mean I want to do anything, or that doesn't mean I'm going to do anything with them. I say that all the time. I give women their props. I give them their flowers.
This is not the full story, so it's not gonna make sense to our viewers. You're just making me look crazy. She loves making me look crazy.
Okay, next question. What's a stereotype about lesbian couples that is actually true?
That we, like, be all up on each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like, I mean, the U-Haul thing, although I'm not officially moved in, like, I'm always here, so I feel like that is definitely
But we were friends
true.
first, though.
We were friends first.
So it wasn't like we went on our first date and that was it, and then we moved in. So
But after the first things that happened, I was always over here.
for things.
Okay, next question. Okay, what's the most unexpected thing about our relationship? What the fuck? What?
I don't know.
Why'd you just laugh like that?
I don't know. I just didn't know.
The most unexpected thing. I really did not come into this with any expectations. I really wasn't even looking for a relationship. Kind of just fell in my lap. Like,
I did fall in your lap.
Yeah, I did. So I didn't really have a lot of expectations, but I just love how we have grown into just like better communication. I feel like.
And that was unexpected?
Yeah, it was unexpected. I thought that, I guess because like I never really, I don't know what the word is. Like, I don't want to say not healed from like the way that I used to communicate, but I was
traumatized.
Maybe traumatized.
Used to. I feel like the most unexpected thing about our relationship is that we're together.
That's funny. That is.
Because we were friends.
Yeah.
And then it just, literally a flip just switched.
Who apologizes first after a fight? I do.
I've gotten better.
I've gotten better. Okay.
You don't think so?
I think.
We haven't really argued really that much.
we're a very loving couple. Of course, no relationship is perfect, but
yeah, of course we have arguments, and yeah, I apologize when I need to.
Oh, no, we should need to. All right, who's more likely to cry during a movie? Me.
Yeah.
All the way.
100%.
And I saw a post and it said that people who cry during movies are more, I think it's like emotionally aware. Something like that. Oh, it's time to get into the spicy questions, don't you look, girl? Okay. What's one thing that your partner does that turns you on instantly? Okay, mine, it's
like
silly.
Physically, or just something that they do, or something that they do.
Let's do
to
both.
You. Okay.
Okay, me is when you like get some work done, like you sell a house or your apartment, like with your real estate, or like I love when I hear her across the room on meetings and she's just like, yeah, you do this, and then you do that. I love that. That's super hot. I'm like, take your pants off. And the other one is very simple, is when she just looks at me like this.
Don't look at them.
Why are you looking at them? I'm showing them how you do it.
No.
We're silly. Yeah, so those are my two things. She just gotta give me that look. When she give me that look, then the panties coming out. Oh, excuse me.
Give me that look. When you give me that look, then the panties coming off. Excuse me.
Okay.
Excuse me, you're a hell of a girl. Okay, same thing. When you give me that look, and you give me that look.
Okay.
Then things got off. But I won't steal yours, so I'll say when she kisses a certain spot right here.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then something that you do, when you take initiative and like you get your work done and you take me on a date and you take care of me and you cook for me.
When I go work out.
When you work out.
Who's more jealous?
It's time.
Both of us. Yeah.
I'll give it to you.
You give it to me? Like I'm more jealous.
Excuse me. I feel like I always say this, but you put me in more situations to be jealous.
No, I don't.
You don't think so?
How? We'll talk about it later.
What if we got in an argument mid-YouTube video?
Okay, ever had a crush outside the relationship?
Yeah, Quinn.
She's talking about the artist. I was waiting for you to say that.
They know. Everyone should know.
Yeah,
but that's a celebrity crush.
Yeah, I didn't say celebrity crush, but have you ever had a crush outside the relationship?
I mean, like, no, like that I haven't told you? Because we already kind of answered that question. Have we ever had a crush on the same person?
Oh, okay. Yeah, but outside of the relationship.
Yeah, like, so I haven't told you about it?
Yeah, tell me now.
There's a cute guy at the gym, but I never talked to him before. I just think he's cute.
That just broke my fucking heart. Oh my goodness.
No way.
Go there anymore. She's not going to that gym anymore. Just kidding. Okay, what's something
you didn't answer the question?
Oh, not other than a celebrity. Megan. But, like I said, I feel like people are attracted. Okay, let's look it up.
Because I don't have a crush on him because I never talked to him before.
Why is a crush? Strong, often idolize romantic attraction.
Oh, no.
Usually based on kind of physical attraction.
No, okay, then no. No, I don't have a crush.
Okay. I have not had a crush. Okay, next one. What's something you argue about the most? I would say, like, when it comes to, like, our business, just, like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, like, being on top of certain things, but I feel like, yeah, what else do we argue about?
I don't know. I feel like we don't have a recurring argument.
Yeah.
Because the shit should be fixed after the first time.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, guys. Who's the freakiest one in bed? Me?
Why are you surprised?
I'm the freakiest. What's a kink you didn't know you had until this relationship? Mine is talking. Talking me through that. None of that. I never did that. I was that type of person.
Yeah, I guess the same thing because I never really talked to anybody like that before.
Really?
Never.
Okay. Oh. This question is crazy. Well, not really. Okay.
Is this the last question?
It can be. Who's most likely to run into their ex?
You.
Me?
100%.
Why not you?
Because you already ran into your ex's mom.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Where would I run?
Oh,
I guess.
Right.
We have run into my ex, technically. So I guess me.
When?
At 13.
Oh my god, I forgot about. I'm only thinking about the other one.
Oh, like, okay, if we're
Yeah.
talking about that ex,
Yeah.
then definitely you.
I would think it's you.
Where would I run into him?
Where would I run into her?
At one of my mom's events.
Oh my god.
Imagine.
Okay, let's let this be the last question. If you switch bodies for a day, what's the first thing you do?
I already know.
I'd shake my ass in the mirror. I'd be like on the substance, how she was just looking at her body. I was doing that. That's the first thing I'd do. Ooh, I would take nude photos. Ooh, I would do a tape.
How would that? How?
I would do a tape.
A tape of what? Of me and you?
No, just me.
And then send it to yourself?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You?
I would do this to see how it is for you to me.
It's so funny. Really? You want to know how it feels?
Of course.
But how does it feel for you? It's probably...
No, well, not just that, but just like everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to see how you feel.
Yeah.
This is so funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys.
Especially if you were a man.
Right.
Right.
Okay. I get
Yeah.
it. It took me a while. Okay, guys. I know we missed some, and I really like this. I thought it was pretty fun. So if you guys have some more like funny, freaky, spicy.
Not too freaky because y'all be in our DMs talking crazy.
Just comment below or DM us on Instagram. And speaking of Instagram, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, TikTok. What's funny?
You said speaking of Instagram, follow us on YouTube.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram and TikTok. All of our handles will be right here. And don't forget to sign up for
our dating show, our next event, which is tomorrow. So this video will probably be posted way past then. But look out for special things for Pride Month.
Oh yeah.
We got some things in store.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time. Bye.